everyone, my name is HKH191. This video will be a continuation of my How to Create Mods tutorial series. In this video, I'll be taking you through the basics again and the changes that have been made with the release of ScriptHook-V.NET 3.0. There have been quite a few changes that you need to understand before going in with version 3.0 from version 2.10. To start off with, you'll need Visual Studio. Any version will suffice. I will be running 2019. So the first thing you want to do is go download that. So I'm going to be opening up Visual Studio 2019. Let's jump straight in and start creating. You need to go to open, or you need to go to create a new project. For GTA 5 scripts, I'll be programming in C#. So you want to be creating a class library that's a .NET framework. So click on that and you give it a name. I'm going to call it First Lesson for now, as it will be the first tutorial series I go back with ScriptHook.NET version 3.0. But for the sake of these videos and my mods, I'll be using ScriptHook-V.NET 2.10 to code. So you'll get a program like this. The first thing you want to do is you're going to want to add necessary references to the code. So you're going to come up here and click References, Add Reference. Now you won't have all of these. So what you want to do is go to Browse and go to your Grand Theft Auto 5 folder and scroll down and select ScriptHook.NET 2. Now, I've already got it, so it'll automatically tick it for me. Yours might not, but it could as well. You'll probably also want to add iFruit add-on 2 and native UI if you've got one. Or if you want to program in .NET 3, do that as well. You also want to come up to Assemblies and search for system.drawing. You'll need this for markers. Then you also search for forms. This is used for on-key down events. But using on-key down events with key event args, which is controlled by system.windows.forms, is not compatible with controller support. But I will be showing you how to use controller support. So hit OK. Once you're in that, you want to start entering the following stuff using GTA.math, using GTA.native, using GTA.natural motion. If you have native UI and iFruit add-on, you'll enter using iFruit add-on 2 and using native UI. But I'm not going to be using them for this video, so you can skip it. Next, you want to come to the there and enter column and then enter script. Now, if it's going red, here's what you need to do. You need to enter using GTA. See, and it's no error. Now, you also want to go using system.drawing and using system.windows.forms. Okay, so let's start into the code. What you first want to do is create a start class. So go public, and for me it'll be class 1. Your start class's name will be whatever the first script that your project has. So for me it'll be class 1. The next thing I want to do is I want to declare an on-tick and on-key down function. So what you need to do is go on-tick equals on. Sorry, one sec. want to do is you want to go tick equals on tick. Tick equals plus on tick, and then a semicolon. Sorry. And then you're going to go public void. One sec. Public void on tick. And you want to enter this. Public void on tick. Then you want to create a new method. This will be your on key down method. Public void on key down. Now, you can still have your on key down stuff in on tick or in your on key down method. It really doesn't matter. It's up to you. Next thing you want to do that has changed in Script.net version 3.0 is your on shutdown or dispose method. The dispose method in version 2.10 was used to remove anything unwanted when your mods reload, as in when you hit insert on your keyboard. Now this is important because GTA has a limit to everything, to blips, to heads, to vehicles, to even props. You can get some seriously strange and annoying bugs if you don't remove your variables that you've used when you reload mods. So what you want to do is you want to go aborted plus equals on shutdown. And give me one moment. Okay. So the on shutdown looks like this. So it's public void on shutdown with object sender and event args e. What this basically will do is when you hit insert, it'll delete anything you've been using. Now this is red because it's been wrong. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay, so this is wrong because there is no brackets after on shutdown. So that's the basic format of the script. So now we want to create a couple of methods that will help us spawn props, heads, vehicles, and any other stuff. So you're going to want to call this public void request model. Like so. Now you're going to want to give it, so I'm going to start off with a string. Now I'm straight up going to just copy and paste this method from my other mods. So just give me 2 seconds. Okay, so now that we're back, you want to change this to what I've got here. This method will basically request the model of whatever we're trying to spawn. Now this is key to doing this because if you try to spawn a vehicle and it doesn't recognize it, it'll throw out an error. Also what could happen is what's called a first time load error, which basically the script tries to spawn something after the game has loaded, but has not actually registered that it's a valid vehicle or valid prop. That's why you need to use this. Okay, so let's get down to using controller support and spawning a vehicle. So up here, you want to declare a new vehicle. So public vehicle, new vehicle, or whatever you want to call it. Just click on new vehicle, and you come down here, and you're going to go if new vehicle does not equal null. This is basically checking if a new vehicle has been created. You need to do this on shutdown. You need to check if everything that you're going to delete is not null. Because if you try to delete something on shutdown without checking if it's null, it'll crash the game. Just simply type new vehicle.delete. So here's how we do. So let's get the controller support working. Give me 2 seconds again, guys. Okay. So here's how you would detect the on key down. So this will detect if E has been pressed. If you want to make it Q, then it's cover. For X, vehicle dark. There's a lot of others, like vehicle exit is F, and there's a lot more. But I'm going to do context. That's the easiest thing to do. So what we want to do is to spawn a vehicle, we want to go, I always check if the vehicle has been created first. So, and if it has, delete it. So the same thing on shutdown here. Then I'm going to go new vehicle equals world.create vehicle. Then you want to look up here, we've got the request model. Now you want to go request model and vehicle hash, and then whatever vehicle you want. So I'm going to spawn a Nero. Now that's giving us an error because we're passing in a vehicle hash where it's expecting a string. So go up here, and we're going to put some new identifiers in. So copy and paste it, and instead of string, enter vehicle hash. Same thing goes, create one for int, or when you're spawning the hashes, and the same thing goes for when you're spawning a ped, or ped hash. Now if we come down here, it's not error. So now I'm going to spawn around my player. So you can go game.player.character.position.around. Now around will spawn the vehicle around the player, obviously. So I'm going to make it 10. And that's basically how to spawn a vehicle. So let's check if this works. Now you'll notice it's filled. So let's go to where it is. So to know where it's building, come here and drag across. So this apparently is building in source in this here. So let's go there. There we go, first lesson. You go into the first lesson, bin, debug, and your DLL will be there. Drop it into scripts. Like so. And go back to GTA 5. Now, what you want to do is you want to hit insert on your keyboard. And your game will freeze for a couple of seconds, like it normally should. Now, one way to easily test if your mod is working is to go back into the code and write this in. Go up to the start class and write UI.notify. Now, you can use identifiers to change the color of the string, like G for green, R for red, Y for yellow, O for orange, P for purple, B for blue, and so on. I'm going to write So I'm just going to write a simple notification saying the mod has loaded. So hit build again, and let's go back and drop it in again. It's going to ask you if you want to replace the file, and you do. So hit replace. Okay, hit insert again, and patiently wait for it to reload. It shouldn't take more than a couple of seconds. And as you can see, our mod loaded correctly in. Now, if you hit E, the vehicle should load. And if we hit insert to reload the mod, the vehicle should be gone when the mod reloads. So let's test if this works. See, the vehicle is gone. Okay, so let's go with teleporting markers now. So I'm going to come over here. And as you can see, you can't really get into this little building. You could with a teleport marker. So let's start off. So I'm going to create two vector threes. We'll show that will be the entrance and exit markers. So your public vector 3, exit, public vector 3, entrance. Okay, so let's figure out how we can actually get those coordinates. Come down to your onTick method and change and copy and paste the is control just pressed for context and change context to vehicle duck. Vehicle duck is going to be X on your keyboard. So what I'm going to have is UI.notify position equals, and then what I'm going to do is go above it and go vector 3 X, or whatever the name is, game.playout.character.position. Then come back to that and type in x.y plus f, comma, plus change x.y to x.y plus, again, f, comma, plus x.z plus f again. That's going to show our coordinates when we press X. So let's try that. So if we press X on a keyboard, it's going to show us the coordinates. So I'm going to grab these coordinates from here. So the coordinates were u vector 3 minus 1621.979 minus 3152.497 and 13.99. Now, as a good rule of thumb, for markers that you want that's not floating in the air, the last number in a vector 3 is your z point, as in your height. The player's height is about 0.5 meters off the ground, so you're going to want to minus about 6 or 5. So I'm going to drop that down to about 4. I'll see how good that is. Now you want to come through. I'm going to use Hand Standard Trainer's no-clip mode to get through here. And place a marker wherever you want. So I'm going to place it here. Just grab the coordinates again and do the same here. Okay, so once you've done that, you're going to come down and we're going to create a teleport. We're going to create a teleport function and markers. So give me 2 seconds. Okay, so this is how you do it. So this is your basics of markers. So ignore the fleet of Janus spawn, that's thrown out of model. So I'm going to replace that with exit. And I'm going to create another one for entrance. Now, I don't want to teleport if I'm 20 meters away. I want to teleport if I'm only a few meters away. So create a space after the draw marker. And you're going to want to copy the world of get distance path. So it would look like this. Change the 20 to about 2. Okay, so we want to have it show a message on screen saying press E to teleport to teleport. So what you're going to want to do is you want to enter this method. Okay, so come up here and copy out this method that I copy and paste it in. This method will allow you to show a UI notification on the screen at the top left of your screen. So once you're done there, you're going to display text to screen, press now. So this is all controller support. Each controller support has a unique identifier to show the actual control on screen, so you don't have to manually switch it when a player is using either a keyboard or a controller. So you're going to enter for context or E, is input in capitals, context in capitals as well, with an underscore between them. Then copy it down to the middle and do that. Now, you're gonna want to comment out the spawning of the new vehicle. So what you're gonna do is highlight over it, come up here, and press this little button here. That's gonna comment it out. Okay. Next, grab either the vehicle duck or the context. I'm gonna grab the vehicle duck here, paste it in, and change vehicle duck. The context if you do the same. Now, I'm going to show you how to fade the screen in and out. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay, to fade screen, you're going to want to do fade screen out before you do fade screen in. If you do fade screen in before you do out, you get an infinite loading loop, which can be annoying because the only way to fix it is to reload your game. So you're going to do this, game.fade screen out. Then script.wait, and then do whatever you want. Now, the important thing to know when you're doing script.wait is that will pause whatever's going on tick while it's running. Now for fade in. Fade in is pretty much the same. Game.fade screen in. And you can do either the same or a lower number or a higher number. It's up to you. Now to teleport in, you want to do game.player.character.position equals entrance. Copy that code that you just did into the other and change entrance to exit. Now hit build and let's see if this works. Hit insert to reload the mob. The mod has reloaded and we've got a mark. As you can see, the markers are a little bit floaty, so I would recommend lowering them down by about 0.2. So let's go do that real quickly and then we can get back to testing it. So instead of 0.4, drop it down by 2. As you can see, it didn't work, and that's because it's missing a vital step. So go back to your code and I'll show you what we're missing. So come in here, and between the if statements, checking the distance between entrance and exit, you want to put an else statement in. Hit build again, and drop it in and hit insert to reload the mob. As you can see, something didn't go as right. Something went wrong there. So let's see what we did. Okay, so that didn't work because it was checking if we were closer to a mark than the other. Just give me 1 sec, guys. Give me 2 seconds, guys, to figure this out. Okay, never mind, you didn't need the else, sorry about that. So that's how to teleport and how to create markers. Let's move on to how to create a prop. So I'm going to come up here again and put in a public prop, new prop, or whatever you want to call it. Now I'm also going to show you how to create a blip. So go public, blip, new blip, or whatever you want to call it. Sorry. Now again, you're going to want to delete both of these. Come down to on shutdown and do the same as new vehicle. New prop does not equal null, new prop.delete. New blip does not equal null, new blip.delete. And save. Now, why is new blip not registering delete? Because for some reason blips don't have a delete method. The delete method is replaced by a remove method. So instead of delete, type in remove. Hit build and let's spawn a prop. Let's uncomment on context and we're going to change this to a prop. Grab your new blip and new prop and let's put it in there. You want to go new prop equals world.create prop. Okay, so I'm going to get up a full list of props on screen, so you can just use one for a test. Okay, so I'm going to use a gold trolley, just to show you. So you're going to go back, you go request model, and now we're going to pass in the string as prop gold trolley. And again, you're going to spawn around the player. So copy and paste what what we use for the vehicle, and then enter. It's not going to be dynamic, so enter false, and I'm not going to place it on ground. Now, for blip, I'm going to go in new, blip vehicles world.create blip, and I'm going to set it at the new prop's position. So go new prop dot position. Now I'm going to set sprite, its color, its name, its tag, and if it appears on the minimap at long distances. So go new blip sprite equals. Now you can choose whatever you want, but I'm going to choose gold. New blip dot color. Now you would think that a blip's color is the same as a marker's color using system.drawing.com, but it ain't. It uses its own color, which is blip color. So we've got blip color, and I'm going to go yellow. Set the name. You can set its name to whatever you want, and then go new blip dot, and it is short range to make it so that it will only appear on the minimap when you're close. Now, sorry. Now, there's something you need to know with blips. If you were to create those, if you were to set the color before setting its sprite, it would always appear white. So that's why you always need to set the sprite before you set the color. So let's check if that worked. So hit insert to reload the board, and let's see if it's worked. If we hit E, we can see the gold trolley appear. That will be it for today's lesson. I'll be uploading the full source code in the mod description, so you can have a look at it if you want. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you need any help. Please contact me on Discord. It is the best way to get in touch with me. Thank you for watching.